It has happened to me several times that while watching a movie or music clip, I find scenes with strange content, and no matter how much I rewound it, I could not find an explanation for them. I thought I was the only one who noticed these things, until I received hundreds of emails from you that reveal the strangest events that happened in movies. Get ready, because my subscribers have made amazing discoveries, absolutely impossible incidents that happened in the world's most popular movies and music clips. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 4 paranormal things captured in movies and music clips. Number 4. The footage with which we start this video is given by the group from The Plaga, one of the most famous urban rap groups in Querétaro, Mexico. In the clip, the group is seen performing one of their greatest successes in a broken down area. Even so, nothing foreshadowed that for one moment to another, an event that does not agree at all with the context in which the video clip was developed would be evident. Also, later the members of the group themselves would ensure that there was no possibility of the occurrence happening. It was Pablo Martinez, a subscriber who precisely lives near the recording site, that noticed it and wanted to share this with us. Pablo says that on several occasions he has visited this area, where according to him, strange noises and frantic screams have been heard in the wee hours of the morning. Stories that are given even more credibility by the image of the woman that can be seen on the screen. Could this image be the verification of those stories that are told of this site? Number 3. The evidence presented here is related to a classic from the 80s cinema, and the main reason why I'm so fond of this saga is because they never disappoint. You see, it is already a part of the history of public knowledge. The first part of the Rocky film saga became a cult film for the fans, and despite the years, we can still find it when flipping through channels. One afternoon, that was when Miguel Paredes was doing, when he suddenly saw something in a scene that he had never noticed before. Something that happens right in front of everyone's eyes, but at the same time was invisible. Try to find an explanation for the event that you're about to see. There is no doubt that the movement of those bags is, to say the least, something atypical. During the taking of that scene, you can realize by the actors and the other surroundings that there was not enough wind for this. Could it have been intentional? And if that were the case, who and with what reason? As a joke? The truth is that this strange scene was left in the final cut of the film, and our subscriber was one of the few to realize it. Number 2. From Argentina, Kenide53 writes an interesting story about finding something that probably very few have noticed. Are you familiar with the Power Rangers? Tell me who isn't. Even if you haven't seen the episodes, I'm certain that you know what I'm talking about. Well, our subscriber was watching one of the episodes of the series when he had to rewind and pause at a particular scene, a moment that literally passed in less than a second. He thought his eyes had deceived him, but no. Something strange and completely out of context happened right in front of his eyes. If it had been put there as a joke, it was in very bad taste, especially if you consider that this is a series for children. Let's see if you can catch it. I'll let the scene play at its normal speed.
I've been dreaming of this.
Nothing, right? The same difficulty that I went through, although by putting the scene in slow motion, the truth is revealed.
I've been dreaming of this.
Where does that figure come from? Clearly, it has nothing to do with what was shown on the screen. Nowhere in the series does the figure of a girl have a place. At no point in the series does such an actress appear. She was never part of the cast, nor was she part of the staff that worked behind the camera. Could it be a spiritual entity, what the camera captured? An image that we would never have known about if not for the sharp vision of our subscriber. Number 1. We end with footage from Delaware, United States. Yannabelle, an assiduous subscriber of the channel, tells me of a strange scene that her sister noticed while watching a soap opera. Everything took place during episode 28 of this soap opera, precisely in the scene when the actresses you see on the screen enter this room. Yannabelle's sister noticed that something did not coincide at all, that it seemed to be far from the normal context of the series. Watch the video yourself to see if you can notice where the odd thing is here. Did you see it? Until now, no one has been able to explain why both the purse and part of the blinds located at the bottom managed to have such an unusual movement. The time in which the purse remains in motion for no apparent reason is quite long, especially if we take into consideration that all these productions are made on a recording set, a controlled environment that makes it impossible to imagine that this is the product of a breeze or some airflow. In fact, these types of shots are usually done in a complete hermetic set to avoid unwanted movements. But without a doubt, what mostly caught my attention is that thing that seems to be climbing the chair in the reflection of the mirror. What is that? If the wallet were falling due to the effect of gravity, its movement would be the opposite. Here, something seems to be rising. Or am I just getting confused? Tell me what you think of both this and the previous footage, because as for me, the only thing I can say is that the paranormal can happen to anyone and at any time. Do not let your experiences be forgotten. Help me to collect the most shocking videos of this phenomena by sending your recordings to our official Facebook. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret